back. That's right, we are. Pete, Positive Pete and Jay Brooks.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it?
It's been a week, just like last time.
Seems like it's been forever, hasn't it?
Yeah, I talked to you Saturday, and
I tripped over a hula hoop sitting in the. Now, what? Even drinking?
yeah, that's right. There was the hula hoop and the big chess piece or checker pieces, and it's kind of like an obstacle course.
Oh, they're like, Jay, how much have you had to drink? I said, absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Maybe you should start.
I know it, right? You can walk a straighter line.
Yeah.
Speaking of, hopefully everybody got through a Memorial Day weekend safe and all that good stuff and didn't get pulled over. I got pulled over on Saturday on my way over to Bandfest.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I don't know if you do that or not.
I did not.
Oh, I didn't tell you that story?
Nope.
Oh, boy. So I'm driving back, and it wasn't even speeding. I thought it was, Pete. I thought, oh, no, I was speeding because my truck goes faster than what my speedometer says.
Okay.
And it's Memorial Day weekend, so why not pull over, Jay?
Exactly.
The bad thing was, I didn't even think about it until after I got, and cars were driving by while I was pulling the trailer, my Country X trailer. And so I'm going, oh, great. Everybody's driving by.
Right.
Why not get a little publicity pulled off on the side of the road, huh? But a young cop came up from Clear Lake. He came up and he goes, you know why I pulled you over? And I go, absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
Wasn't texting, wasn't speeding that I knew of. All that. Window tint.
On
my side windows.
Gotcha.
Now, I don't know if this young guy listens to the show or not. I never even asked him when he pulled me over.
Sure.
I never, unless they ask me what I do, I don't tell them.
Right.
But obviously knew what I did somewhat, you know.
Right.
With the trail. But yeah. So my window tint is too dark. So I don't know if it's is that something you guys deal with at all or not?
No, we're more with the highway as far as construction and maintenance and the window tint and stuff like that. That's law enforcement, so that's out of our hands.
Okay, all right. Well, I don't know. I said this has been on here since before I bought the truck.
Yeah,
bought it before. I didn't do it, and I've never. I've had the truck for a long time.
I actually, it's funny you say that because when I bought my truck a little over a year ago, it had window tint on the front side windows, and I had them remove it just because I knew that could be an issue. And so, yeah, I made sure they removed it before. And it's, that's one of those things where there's different laws in different states, and Iowa doesn't allow that kind of tinting. So got to be aware, I guess.
Yeah, it was some sort of whatever it can't be. And he showed me because he had a little tint thing.
Yeah, they got a meter or whatever.
Oh yeah, I said, see, here's like 0.3 or whatever. It's got to be. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, thanks for that nice little officer. That I shouldn't say little. I mean, he was a little guy, but for pulling me over and giving me a warning.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Yeah.
So you know what I did all weekend? I drove all my windows down.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not an issue.
Exactly. I thought, well, why not? I'll be pulled over next time. Windows down. It's raining outside.
You're a problem solver, Jay.
I can.
That's right.
Hey, let's get into what's going on now we're done with the Memorial Day weekend. Road construction, is that all back to normal now? Is everybody working?
Oh, yeah. Yep, they're back at it today. The US 65 project in Mason City, they've got pavement down between 6th and 8th Street, and they've done some of the side street connections. If all goes well, they should be paved under the railroad overpass by the end of this week. So that's good progress, and it's fun to see some of the pavement going down. They are now working the storm sewers between 10th and 15th Streets and doing water connections in that area. So a lot of the underground work is happening south of where the paving is happening. So that's what's kind of nice about this project, being able to, even though it is obviously something that everybody has to deal with as far as detours and stuff, but having it closed down, you can work ahead like that and have two crews working and hopefully get this thing done on time, which I know is still several months away, but we are making good progress. So that's good news. Same thing on 122 between Pierce and Monroe. They're working on storm sewer this week. And if all goes well, you start seeing them getting the area ready for paving in a couple weeks, but you'll start seeing it look more like a road with some of the dirt work and some of the gravel that you'll see going down for getting ready for the paving process. I-35 bridge overlays in the Clear Lake area, things are going well. We had the ramps open at 106 last week, so we did get that done before Memorial Day, which is great news. Everybody had full access to the highway during the busy holiday weekend. The B20 bridge over I-35, the bridge deck overlay, they are at the halfway point. So sometime this week, you will see a traffic flip. They will move traffic over to the completed side of the bridge deck overlay and start working on the other side. Work's continuing early in the process on the B60 bridge over I-35, which is the Swaledale Road. The I-35 reconstruction project starts at about Thornton and goes about 8 miles south. They are now head-to-head in the northbound lanes. They were last week as well, and they are removing the concrete for the southbound lanes so they can reconstruct that area. And then we've talked about the Centerline Rumble Strip project. We, from the US 69 north of Gardner, we're doing a center line repair. Some of the places where we have to put in the rumble strips, the center line of the road needs to be repaired before we put in rumble strips. So that's taking place right now. That should be done either today or tomorrow. And then hopefully late this week or early next week, they'll be in to put in the rumble strips. So that kind of sums things up. I guess one other note, I know, especially during the summer months now, a lot of people like to travel over to Northeast Iowa. And as we've touched on, we do have a bridge replacement project at Lansing where we are building a new bridge over the Mississippi River. Unfortunately, about a week ago, we had to close the existing bridge because there was some movement detected. We are almost done. We had a engineering firm come in and they're doing an analysis to check out the old bridge to see what needs to be done to get that back open or what we need to do in the interim. So just be aware if you do head over that way that the bridge at Lansing over the Mississippi River is currently closed. You can keep up to date on that project on the Mississippi River Bridge at Lansing Facebook page. We have been updating that as much as possible. So that's a good place. And obviously 511ia.org or the 511IA app.
So how do you get across the water?
You go up to La Crosse area or to Prairie or Marquette.
Oh, how far away is that?
They're both about 30 miles one way or the other. So it's a long detour. It's a long detour. And depending on, this happened to us last year as well in February of 24. And we actually put together a water taxi where people could, we had a service that was obviously licensed, and we had a captain, and we had transit buses on either side of the river. Since this wasn't a car ferry, it was a person ferry, and we would take people across the river, and there'd be a bus waiting for them and take them on the Wisconsin side up to DeSoto, and people were able to get across that way. And we are actually looking into that right now as well, depending on how long this closure is going to be. So this is all still pretty new and still pretty a lot of unknowns. So we're waiting to see what happens, and we will react as soon as we can. But like I said, we're already taking the steps to get that water taxi going again if needed.
Wow. It's, I don't know when you're stuck when you can't, unless you got one of those vehicles that can go in the water from land to water.
Yeah.
What are they called?
I don't know what they're called.
Huh. We need to start building more of those. Forget about the electric cars.
Yeah, exactly.
Build the cars that can go in the water.
Yep. So like I said, we hope to have more information in the next day or two. So I said, keep an eye on the Facebook page or the 511 site.
All right, sounds good. That's the IODOT update with Pete, the positive Pete.
Yeah.
And so that music on Saturday night during Band Fest, that was pretty good.
Yeah, they're outstanding. They were fun. They were entertaining.
Yeah, Not Quite Brothers we're talking about. And you've never seen them before, or have you seen them?
I had not seen them. One of my friends saw them at the surf on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And he said, you have to you have to show up. And yeah, we're glad we did. They were really, really good.
A lot of people have been talking about it. If you've missed them on Band Fest, here's a cool thing. You're going to be able to see them August 8th in the arena with Pork Tornadoes.
Yep, my wife and I already have it on the calendar as a tentative event to attend. So,
oh, there you go. I tell you what, if that place doesn't pack out, I don't know what will.
No, they were fun, and they're very entertaining, and like I said, just really fun to watch. What were they called?
Not Quite Brothers.
It's not Almost Brothers?
No, not Quite Brothers.
One of my friends said that they were gonna go see Almost Brothers, so I was giving them a hard time all week, making jokes like, "Are you gonna go see He's Not My Brother tonight?" Or or, "Are you gonna go see I Wish You Were My Brother tonight?"
Let's start making names up for them.
Yep.
Yeah. The music they play, those kids were those guys were in diapers when they were hit songs.
I had that exact conversation with a friend at work this morning before our interview. I said, how old are they? They got to be in their early 30s, I'm guessing.
Not even that old, I don't think.
Yeah, and they're playing songs from the 80s and 90s, and yeah, it was good. It was impressive, and that lead singer, his range, holy cow, from singing Shania Twain and Sarah Evans to whatever. Yeah, it was, and then they did mainly the rock stuff. They did a little bit of the country, but yeah, they were good.
Yeah, but the 80s, 90s, 70s, 80s rock was good.
Yeah, it was really, really good. Yeah, it was fun. And then the one before them was it Bring Your Own Brass.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's something different. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, I got there right to the tail end of it.
Okay, yeah, we saw maybe the last 20 minutes of them as well. But yeah, they were entertaining. Like I said, it was something different and kind of fun.
Yeah, go out because when I got pulled over, I was running behind a little bit anyway.
Sure.
So that's how I'm going. I did. I literally got there like 30 minutes before I had to go up on stage.
Don't have to think about it that way. Just react.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going, I've done it a time or two. So I just go, okay, we're giving me the script that you got for me. And here we go.
No, let's go. Exactly.
But I did tell a little bit of the story, though, before I got there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got pulled over on the way. So I just got here. So.
Yeah.
Oh, well, good memories of, the weekend.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like I said, I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing them again in August and the Pork Tornadoes. That was, like I said, it was a lot of fun and put on a good show, and they had a good crowd, and it was a good night.
Yeah. I tell you what, the Midwest got some great entertainment.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. And, in this area with what Mason City does on, their Friday nights, and with Clear Lake on their Thursday nights, and then all the other, small town festivals that we have in the area. If you're missing out or saying there's nothing to do, you're not looking very hard, because there's a lot of fun stuff going on.
Absolutely. If you like music, then definitely there's a lot of it around here.
Yep, exactly. That's one of my favorite things, is either live music or live sporting events to attend. So
right,
summer's fun.
A little fishing here and there too.
Little fishing here and there is nice. I agree.
All right, Pete, I'll let you get back to work because I know that you're working hard today.
Always.
Yeah.
This is like the easiest part of the week for me.
Oh, really? So you're saying I'm easy?
No, I'm saying it's nice and relaxed and don't have any pressure. It's just a nice little conversation.
Okay. Yeah. Conversation with Pete. How can we talk with Pete? Yeah, we'll have to come up with a different name.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Yeah. Pete, have a great week. All right.
All right, you too, Jay.
That's the good stuff.